Hello, how are you? I see Timmy's here. Hi, Michelle and Casey. I'm praying for your safety during the storms in your area. Hugs. Thank you. How are you? This project is a stash buster. I'm using some extra yarn that I have. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Timmy's in the ads. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. How are you, Kathy? Tired. Timmy just got home from the hospital today. So I'm working on a project that I'm using right now. It's all blue, but the front side is red, white, and blue. That's the picture I had as a thumbnail. So in order to do this, it's the Alpine stitch. You chain 26 at the beginning, foundation chain. Okay. Timmy said hi to Kathy, and Kathy says hi to Timmy. Yes, I did. Wow. What's wow? This is the Alpine stitch. What I used an H hook. Hello, Don. How are you? We're having a thunderstorm. Those going up, they're not gonna hit us. It doesn't sound like it anyway. They're coming up from Texas through Oklahoma. It's getting hit bad. Into way eastern Kansas and western Missouri. There's some in north, like Manhattan, Kansas, which is like a college town. Going up into Nebraska. And I think Iowa's in there, and it's gonna go through Michigan and Wisconsin, they said. All these storms. But thankfully, it's not us. I'm buffering? Uh-oh. So with this one, I did chain 26 to start, and then double crochet in the second chain from hook and in each chain. And then the alpine stitch was came back after letting others know. Yep, I did too. I did good to let others know. But okay. So when you do the alpine stitch, right now I'm on the back side, and all I'm doing is single crochets in every stitch across. How's everybody doing? Timmy says, here's a link for the alpine stitch. Thank you. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Timmy is so good at finding links and posting them. I'm going to pin that one to the top so everybody can get to it in the end. All right, Sarah, thank you. Okay, that's from Bella Coco. Okay. Sarah says, I love the alpine stitch. Me too. I love this. I made one red, white, and blue. And now I'm gonna make one that's that same size, all blue. And that's what I'm doing. So you can use whatever you have at the house, whatever like scraps you have, not short scraps like these, but small balls like that. Partial skeins. And you don't have to use 3 colors. You can use just one color. Sarah says, I'm working on a shell granny stitch blanket. I'd love to see it. What's a German shell? I don't know what that is. I know what the granny stitch is. Timmy says there are many others who do the alpine stitch tutorials. Yes, Bag O' Day did an alpine stitch tutorial, and that's where I got my inspiration from. So once you double crochet in every second stitch chain from this hook, and each chain after that, you should have 25 double crochets. You chain one and you turn your work, and you double crochet in the very first double crochet. That chain one doesn't count as anything. You think it's also called the virus stitch? I never heard that, Sarah. Okay, here's back to today's tutorial on the alpine. All right, I'm gonna put that one instead after a bit. I can't right now. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so now I did for this next row, you're going to double crochet after you do the double crochets in each row. Then you could do a row of single crochets, one single crochet in each. So you'll have 25. Thank you, Sarah. Poncho. Awesome. Thank you. Dawn says, okay, I got yarn and hook. All right. And Jason, hello. Happy Lord's Day. Keep up the good work crocheting. Right now I'm making basketball caps for little leaders. Awesome, Jason. Hello, Susan. How are you? We're working on our scrap yarn. What I'm doing is I made a square using red, white, and blue. You don't need a lot of yarn. We're all blue. One. Which I don't know why this. The alpine stitch. All right, Susan. Good to hear that you're doing okay. So I started with a chain of 26 with an H hook worsted weight acrylic yarn. You could use whatever yarn you have. Make sure it's the right size hook for your yarn. I did a chain of 26 at the beginning, and then I double crocheted in the second chain from hook and in each chain after that. So that's a total of 25 stitches across. You chain one, you turn it, and you do a row of single crochets. So you'll have 25 single crochets. What do you mean by a wide band of alpine? Yeah, Timmy, I'm using the alpine stitch for dishcloths, and I think I sent you some. So yeah, that's I love the alpine stitch. Yes, makes me happy y'all are doing okay. Wonderful. What are you going to do with your squares, Michelle? Blanket? No. I want to show that to you, but I want it to be a surprise. So this one, I did the same thing, single or chain 26 and then double crochet in each stitch across, starting with the second stitch, second chain from the hook. Thank you. And then I'll show you. So let's get our next, our squares made, and we can chat along while we're talking, while we're doing this. I know there was, I was watching the storms all afternoon. Ryan Hall was talking about them from Texas. Clear up into, well, right now the tornadoes go up into Nebraska. We're not going to get affected. So yay. And I'm goofing. I got to start with a double crochet in the first chain. And then I'm going to do a front post double crochet around the second chain, the next chain. And then a double crochet in the top. Just two. Just two. To finish it, but fast crocheter, so it takes me longer. I did get those shorts all washed, and they're air drying. I used that soak cleaner. I bought a bottle of it. So once you do one row of you do a double crochet in the tops or very first stitch and a double front post double crochet around the post of the next double crochet, and then one at the top of the next double crochet, and then a double crochet in the front post of the next double crochet. After that, this row, you do a single crochet row, and then you repeat it, except you do double crochet in the first and second double crochet. So you're going to double crochet where you did a front post 2 rows before. Post where you, in this one, the next row of, we did 1 double crochet in the top and then a front post. I will double crochet 2 of the front post ones. So like that one. It'd be easier to show you if I had a camera pointing down at my hands while I'm working. How many rows in each square? I don't know. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12, 14, 16, 20, 24. I've got 26 right now. 26 rows. Done. Okay. Dawn says, well, I'm still doing the double crochets into the foundation chain. So I'm total slow. It's okay. Do 1 row of double crochets, then 1 row of single crochets, then you do the next row 1 double crochet, 1 front post double crochet. Yes. And you're gonna make sure you begin and end each row with a top double crochet in the top of the double crochet from the top of the single crochet. And then the next row will be double crochet in the next 2 stitches and then a front post double crochet. If that makes sense, Susan. So your front posts are going to be staggered. That gives a beautiful texture. Yes, I get it now. This is the Alpine stitch. Timmy posted a link, the one that Bag a Day did a tutorial for this stitch. Crystal at Bag a Day did a tutorial for it. I love this stitch. I pinned it to the top and Timmy posted it, so I just pinned it to the top. At the end of each row, you chain one always, whether you're doing a chain one or you're doing or single crochets or double crochets, you're gonna just chain one. Because now I am done with the row of crochets and the front post. So my next row that is gonna be all single crochets all the way across. And I should have 25 single crochets going all the way across. So let me know if you need help. I think I'm getting it. Most of you know how to crochet pretty well. After the third round, I ended up with 24. We're not working in the round, Dawn. Be right back. I need to go watch the tutorial. All right, Dawn. We've gotten a lot of rain today, some wind, thunder, lightning, but now it's pretty calm out. Row and round, sorry. No worries. I'm gonna try to make a solid one like this, the same size as this one. And I still have the red attached because I'm not sure if I'm gonna make another row or two. What worsted weight again? Worsted weight is like Red Heart or Big Twist. I have lots of Big Twist yarn, so that's what I'm using. Worsted weight is what they call a 4-ply. Worsted weight will say in the yarn ball right there. It's funny, I wanted to do this, so I worked on this today. Got this done this afternoon and got this much done of my backside, my other square. So now, rather than just one double crochet, I'm gonna do double crochet in the first two chains of this row. So I put a double crochet on top of where I had a front post double crochet. So this is the front post, and this is that chain one space from the row afterwards. And I did a double crochet in the top of that one. Now I'm going to do a front post double crochet in the next, around the next one double crochet. So it'll be between the two front post double crochets that I a row where I did the double crochets for this project. I hope I answered your question, Timmy. I think most of the yarn I sent you, Timmy, is worsted weight. Timmy says, found the right size hook and yarn. So yes, you did, Michelle. All right, wonderful. You know, it doesn't really matter what size hook you use, as long as you can, because there are different people crochet tighter, looser, different tensions. So that's what sometimes we have to adjust our hooks for the size it needs to be. But this is where I start out with worsted weight. I go between a G and a J, 4 to 6 millimeters. So I'm using an H hook with my worsted weight yarn. So since I started this row with 2 double crochets in my first 2 stitches, I finished this row with double crochets in my last 2 stitches also. Because remember, we want to always have a double crochet in the top of the stitch in our first stitch and last stitch of each row. Then I did a chain 1, turned my work, and now I'm ready to do single crochets all the way across. Okay, so double crochet before the alpine stitch, right? Yes. Well, before the front post double crochet in the top, then do a front post double crochet around the next double crochet. I think I would like to make more dishcloths too, and back scrubbers and pot holders. I've got a lot of cotton yarn to use up. So 2 rows of double crochet in the top right. In this row here, I did 1 double crochet, and then in the next one I did a front post double crochet. And in this top row, I did a double crochet, and then front post double crochet between the two double crochet, between